This is a 2-row repeat worked on an even number of stitches. You'll need to know how to knit, purl, make yarn overs, slip stitches, and pass the slipped stitches over. For this sample, I'm using Caron Simply Soft yarn and US size 6 needles. For row 1, you start by knitting the first stitch and then begin your pattern repeat. And it's yarn over. Going to slip the next stitch, make sure that your yarn is in back of your work. You just slip as if to purl, then knit 1, and pass the slipped stitch over the stitch that you just knit. And that's the repeat. Yarn over, slip 1, knit 1, and pass the slipped stitch over. And then when you get to the last stitch, you just knit it. So that's row 1, and this is the front of the work. Row 2, the back on this stitch looks really nice too. You start row 2 by purling the first stitch, and then begin your pattern repeat. And it's a yarn over, or yarn around the needle. Going to slip the next stitch, make sure your yarn is still in front. Slip as if to purl. Then you purl 1. And then pass the slipped stitch over. Yarn over, slip the next stitch, purl 1, and pass the slip stitch over. So it's just like the front, except you're purling instead of knitting. And then when you get to the last stitch, you just purl. And then you repeat those 2 rows for the pattern.